The sun will move into the sign of Cancer on June 20th. This is the mark of the summer solstice as well as Cancer season. Welcome back. My name is Brianne, the Astro Yogini, and here we take a moment to really dive in and get an understanding of the astrological transits, just to appreciate the energies that they provide, and then we take that over to our mat and I guide you through a yoga flow. So we're just going to get right into it, and the energy of what the sun is, the bright, it's yang energy. It illuminates areas within our lives that need more attention, and you can find these transits obviously once a month as they make their way through each zodiac sign. For this season, the sun will illuminate the house that is ruled by Cancer. My dog. Okay. And so what is Cancer? Cancer is a water sign. Its planetary ruler is the moon, and the moon is ever changing. It goes through each of the zodiac signs 3 to 4 days, and on June 21st we will also be having a full moon, so very much of this emotional energy coming to the forefront with this Cancer season. With the sun now moving into the sign of Cancer, what that means for us and what type of energy we can be expecting, depending on where the house that is ruled by Cancer, and you will need to use whole signs for this, but wherever that house is within your own personal birth chart is what will be illuminated. With the energy themes, we can be expecting just to really slow down, and this is the mark of the height of summer, and it's gonna feel good. We have Venus in Cancer, and now the sun is there, so it's just bringing a lot of illuminating. Oh, and Mercury as well, so it's just a lot of Cancer energy being illuminated by the sun now, so that's fun. But most importantly, this transit is asking that we honor our emotions by acknowledging them, for starters, and then to feel them, beginning with the acknowledgement and being an observer of one's emotions, and knowing that we are not defined by our emotions. There's a lot of transits going on right now in the sign of Cancer, so it just is asking that we nurture ourselves by honoring our own emotions. And this is how we grow as human beings, and it can be a very powerful healing moment if one takes the opportunity to use these energies provided. About the practice that I prepared, it is a vinyasa flow. Cancer, when looking over the astrological body of what Cancer rules, I talked about this in my last video, but it is very much whatever nutrients is offered to the body, Cancer rules over. So it's quite broad. And it also talks about the type of energy of Cancer, and it is with whatever the one is feeling. So it could be yang, it could be yin. It is about honoring what energy level 1 is currently at. So you can take this vinyasa flow fast, slow, do it several times over, but it truly places an emphasis on meeting yourself on the mat within that moment, and that is beautiful. I'll see you guys over on the mat. Thanks. Welcome back, everyone. We'll get right into it by moving through a couple of cat-cows. For a warm-up, coming to tabletop position, stacking the joints. Knees are hip width. Inhale, lifting the heart. Inhale, one towards the sky. And exhale, rounding the spine. And move through these at the pace of your own breath. be here for about 6 rounds of breath. On your next exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, threading that arm through and placing the temple right on the mat. We'll be here for a couple of rounds of breath. Press up, back into tabletop position. Moving through the opposite side. Exhale, thread that arm through. Temple comes down to mat. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Press back up. Left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Now, coming back and seeing if you can press your hands together for a deeper stretch. So prayer twist. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release hands. Put the hand back at the top of the mat and press up. And take that to the opposite side. Exhale, thread that arm through. Now coming back, pressing the hands together for prayer position. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. Put the hands back on the mat. Press up. We'll do that one more time on each side. Left hand reaches up. Exhale, thread through. Hands come to prayer position. Press that elbow firmly into the ground. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Press back up into tabletop. One more time on the opposite side. Exhale, thread the needle. Hands come up, prayer position, prayer center. Press firmly into that elbow that is planted on the ground. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. Press back up. Take a couple of cat-cows, just allowing the spine to rebound naturally. Finding stillness, coming back to center. Curl the toes and press up into downward facing dog. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Any movement here, bending the knees, walking the dog. Rolling up the feet. Finding stillness here. Go ahead and ripple forward into high plank pose. Press firmly into the mat. Shoulder blades should sprawl away from one another. Joints here remain stacked. Bend the knees, lift the tailbone, and press back into downward facing dog. Exhale, ripple through, high plank. Inhale, lift the tailbone, press back. Go ahead and ripple through just a couple of times. Be used to the movement, warming up the spine. Next time, ripple through to high plank and come down to chaturanga. Hold. Press into upward facing dog. Curl the toes. Press back into downward facing dog. Do that a couple more times. Lift up. Exhale, press back. Ripple through. Upward facing dog. One more time. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Ripple forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll be here for 5 more breaths. Go ahead and shift side to side. Moving back to center. Step, hop, or walk to the top of your mat and halfway lift. Hands at prayer position. Tailbone lifts up. Press firmly into the balls of your feet. And exhale, forward fold. Clasping opposite hand to opposite elbow. Be here for 3, 2, 1. Hands on top of thighs. Inhale to round up. Draw the shoulders back and down, placing hands to side for a mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart. Fingertips are charged, reaching towards the ground. As you inhale, feel that energy draw in through the nose, down the mouth, into lower abdomen. And softly exhale, shoulders down. From mountain pose, bring your heels to touch and feet to touch as much as you feel comfortable. Inhale, exhale, begin to shift back into chair pose. Belly button is drawn in towards the spine. You are sitting back. It's like you're trying to touch the back of a chair. Gaze is at a 45-degree angle, so right in front of your mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. And move through. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, move through vinyasa. And we will meet in downward facing dog. Look forward in between your hands and make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. The mat. Feet will be together. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sitting directly back into chair. Right elbow goes to left knee. You press firmly into the hands. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Left elbow to right knee. Press firmly into the hands. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Grab the hands and we'll make your way through the vinyasa. We'll be here for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, look up between your hands and make your way to the top of the mat. feet together, halfway lift. Exhale, sitting back and coming into chair pose. Right elbow to left knee, twisted. Now open up the arms here. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Move, come back to center. Left elbow to opposite knee. Opening up the arms. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop the back hand and come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands and we will all be in downward facing dog. Being here for 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, look in between your hands. Step, hop, or walk to the top of your mat. Feet together, sitting back in chair pose. Right elbow to left knee. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, come to a standing position. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop that back hand. Meet into chair position, hands at heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Hands at heart center. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Inhale, open arms. And exhale, standing. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop that back hand and meet in center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Have the hands and we'll all be back into downward facing dog. Be here for 5 rounds of breath. Make your way to seated position. To then your back. Bring left ankle to top of that knee. Moving into reclined pigeon pose. Hands are wrapped around the calf or thigh. Left elbow is pressing into that inner thigh to open up the hips more. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. Drop the left foot down. Hands come out to a T and drop over to the right side as you gaze over the opposite shoulder. And back to neutral spine. Unravel. Right ankle to opposite knee. Let the arms through for reclined pigeon. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Plant the foot down to the mat, draping the right leg over. Arms come out to a T and drop over to the left side. Gaze over the opposite shoulder. Hold for 2 more breaths. Coming back to center and unraveling. Go ahead and bring knees to chest. Chin to chest as well. And exhale. Begin to rock up into a seated position. We'll take one last cleansing breath together. Inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Namaste, my friends.